Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a spread in this super cute camping nostalgia sticker book. I got this a few months ago specifically for Memorial Day weekend. We go camping every year and I've been so excited to use this because it is just the cutest. I think these stickers are adorable and so I've been waiting months to use this. So let's jump in. So I've already gone ahead and pulled out some stickers that I think I'm going to use. I tend to pull my stickers first and put them on wax paper because otherwise I could be here forever just waiting to, make the commitment to stick my stickers down. So I'm going to start with these little, what shape is this? Hexagon, I guess? I don't know. Whatever these shapes are. And I thought it would be cute to put them over my top three, and I've got 3 boxes there, so I can put my top 3 goals in for this section. Let's start with those. And this dashboard spread is available in my shop, which I can link below. We've got this section for your top 3, what are your top 3 goals for the week? These are the things that, like, if I can complete these 3 things, then I'll consider my week successful. I just want to white out that line though, because it's going to bug me. Hold on. Okay. I'm just going to white this line out. So anyway, as I was saying, these are my top 3 priorities for the week. So whatever else I can get done is a bonus on top of that. But these are the things that are my main priorities. Do I always stick to this? No. I would like to say yes I do, but you know what? Life happens. Try to line these up. Gonna add this one here. Sorry if I'm distracted. My kid just woke up from his nap and it was definitely not long enough, so that'll be fun later. So if you hear any yelling in the background, that would be why. Anyways, so we are going camp. Every year we go camping for Memorial Day, just a couple hours north of our house. We go with some friends. I should say we stay in an RV. I'm not like a true camper. We are not tenting it by any means. Never has been my jam, and the older I get, the less I would like to do that. So we're staying in a camper. We usually go tubing, depending on how warm it is. So far, we've been actually pretty lucky every year we go, and we've actually made it tubing basically every year. This year, I feel like it's going to be a little iffy. It doesn't look like it's going to be very warm. It might be cloudy, so we shall see. But honestly, this will be our first weekend where we are actually leaving my son with my mom for the weekend. So we'll have 3 days by myself. So that will be interesting. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't really want to leave him for 3 days, but at the same time I want to actually be able to enjoy myself, be able to relax a little bit. So we shall see how that goes. I'm going to cut this later after I'm done because I think I might potentially overlap some other stickers, so I'll wait till the end. Got this little plaid washi that came, I don't know if you call this a washi, but plaid washi sticker. Line this up here with my habits boxes. So my dashboard has 2 daily habits that to track. I'm not quite sure what my habits are that I want to work on this week, but I'll come back to that part. And then I've got another one I'm going to put down here at the bottom. I'm sorry if my phone keeps getting off center. I've got the newish iPhone, and with the new case and everything, it's just, I think, too heavy for my tripod, phone stand, whatever you want to call it. So I have to keep like readjusting the camera. I need to get a new one. It's on the list of things to do, but I have not gotten it yet. So I think I'm going to cut the edge of that because I want to put this little camper there. So I'm going to cut off a little bit of this. So last weekend we went to Florida to visit my in-laws, and I decided to take my planner, which, I mean, in reality it was silly because I never used it anyways. But I took my little bag of pens, which I later found out had my Exacto knife and my scissors and all that, and somehow I managed managed to get through security with all of that. And I was like, ooh, that would have not been good if they pulled that out, but they let me through, which was quite surprising. I totally forgot that I had those in there. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab my bag of pens. Totally not thinking about the fact that there's an Exacto knife in there. So I've got this little box I'm gonna use for my affirmation for the week. And then I'm gonna use this little enjoy where you are now sticker. I need to cut off this little edge here. And put this right here. I'm just gonna use my little spatula here to smooth out the air bubbles. Okay. And then on this side, I've got some little trees I'm gonna use. I know my plan with my videos are kind of all over the place with like my talking. I have such a hard time trying to work and talk at the same time. So like I feel like if something does pop in my head, it just comes out, and I just feel like it's kind of all over the place. It's either I'm just, you know, blabbering on about nothing, or I'm just silent because I'm trying to concentrate. So I have not found the happy medium yet with that. So then I think on this side I'm going to do these other three boxes over here to kind of, you know, pull in this side to that. I'll lay down a little bit here. Do this box here. There. And then lay out a little bit more on this side. I hate when your sticker hits the paper before you're ready. There's that one. I've got one more here. So I managed to use all of these shaped boxes from the one page. Okay. And I've got a little sticker that says time to rest. I don't know if I want to cover up all those trees though. Alright, we'll come back to that one. We have another one here that says leaving today. I want it here. I was going to put it here, but I think I put these over too far, so now it looks funny. I guess I'll try it there. I'm just not going to push it down too hard in case I change my mind. Alright, I've got this box, which conveniently enough I decided to use my dashboard spread for this week, and then I realized that the sticker book has a bunch of dashboard stickers in it, so that worked out well. I'm going to do this one on Thursday, get it done, because you know the day before we leave is going to be plenty of things to get done. And bring one of these washi strips over here. Cut off the edge here. And it's only a matter of time before this video gets interrupted because my kid sounds very cranky out there. Not long enough nap. I feel like we're going through a phase. I feel like every day he's been like sleeping maybe an hour. Just not enough. Right. And a box to Monday. I'm just gonna try to power through this before I get called out. I've got this box today because I have an appointment on this day. Going in to get all of my blood work done. To try to find out, you know, if I have any. I mean, I've already given up gluten, but I'm just curious to see if they think I have a gluten issue. But I'm checking to see if I have any dairy allergies. Checking all my vitamins, minerals, all the things. So I'll be very curious to see how that all comes back. I've got this Find Your Wild sticker here. Alright, we're gonna have to hold because I feel like you can probably hear him. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Crisis is averted right now for the moment, but I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish this before he realizes where I am and comes barging in. This guy, I'm gonna put it here. So much to discover, so little time. I think that's crooked, and I think there's a cat hair under there, but well, there's definitely a big cat hair under there that's gonna bug me. I just don't understand when my cats aren't even allowed in here. Like, just follows everywhere. I know, I'm just gonna have to like let this go. It's really bugging me. Well, not any better, but oh, we're just gonna carry on. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. I want to use this guy somewhere, but I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm gonna take inputs. I was gonna put some bullet points over my boxes instead of using those to check off my list because I've got a bunch somewhere. Here. Hold on, let me get my tweezers. Okay, I just think bullet points are a lot easier to deal with when you've got tweezers to put them on. Ugh, it's raining again. Really, I'm just so sick of rain. In Michigan, I feel like it's rained a lot this spring. And then we went to Florida, and they literally, my in-laws said they haven't had rain in like 3 months. And the day we showed up, it was like pouring, and I think it rained every day we were there. So I was like, you're welcome. I cured the drought. If you live in Florida, you have me to thank for the rain you've now gotten. We just had a quick trip. We did a one character dinner because they are in Orlando. So we did a dinner with Snow White and Snoopy, or not Snoopy, Dopey, and Grumpy and the Evil Queen. So that was cute. And then we did Disney Springs for one day. And I have to give it to Disney, like since I've gone gluten-free and I was temporarily attempting dairy-free, that didn't go very well, but while I was there, they're like super helpful for that kind of things. You know, they had a manager come over to talk to me about like what I could eat, you know, made sure that, you know, I've got like my gluten-free, dairy-free dessert at the character dinner, which was really cute because they brought out little like poison apples for one of the desserts, and the waiter gave me mine and he's like, yours is poison-free. And I thought that was cute. So like they were just made it a lot easier. I mean, still didn't have a ton of options, but it was just nice knowing that they seemed to be very like diligent about that, so I wasn't really that worried about like winding up with something that accidentally had gluten in it. And like I don't have celiac, so I mean it would have been fine, but it's just nice knowing that like you get a meal, you're not worried like, did they really pay attention to this? Is this actually gluten-free or not? And I think that was cute. I like that. And then I do sometimes like to use the bullet points to put, because they fit just right in the little circles here for the daily habits. So sometimes instead of just checking it off, I like to just use those in there. I'm going to cut through this, so I guess that was all I was doing to cross over. So I'm just going to use my Exacto knife here. I'm just going to put this under here so I don't cut through my desk. Cut this sticker. So, and then I will use my, I will use my hole puncher to cut through those. I've got my little hole puncher here. So I will just do. This is just super convenient for when you're just trying to, you don't need to punch the entire page, because I feel like it's really hard to get that. I don't know, kind of cut through the words there, but no. I feel like it's kind of hard to like get it really lined up when you're doing all of them, and I feel like it's always off center somehow. So like this way, you only have to worry about at least punching one crooked, because I don't know about you, maybe my eyes are crooked, but mine are always like a little off. So it's nice to just be able to punch the ones that you need to. Okay, I feel like I need something. It's always, ooh. Okay. It always feels like there's just a little something. Like I feel like I need like a little, some little, what do I call them, lanterns. So maybe I'd add like a little lantern icon. I do have these, but I didn't really use anything with this foiled, except for that little bit right there. I don't think I want to use those, but got these guys. So that maybe I could do, let's see what color. Do maybe pink one. Do like a little pink. Okay, maybe not there. And I feel like Tuesday needs something. Now that I'm looking at it, do that little cat hair. How do they do this? Like they infiltrate everywhere everywhere in your house, even if they're not allowed in there. I get it. I did not get it. I don't even know why I bother. Like it's just, I need to just accept the fact that there's going to be cat hair under my stickers, especially my clear ones, and just deal with it. But maybe this little sticker here next to the gratitude, it says adventures all around. Put that there. And then my planner pages are undated. I really like to have become English. Let's speak English. I really like switching up my layouts a lot lately, and I've actually really become quite attached to the dashboard layout. Like when I first started playing, it was always the vertical layout, and don't get me wrong, I still really like the vertical layout, but I think the original one that I did for a dashboard layout I had used for like a creative journal, which I mean that has completely fallen to the wayside now, so I don't even do that anymore. But I don't feel like the dashboard worked quite ideally for that, so I didn't really get into using it. But since I've created my own, and I really like, obviously I like the sections that I've done because I made it, but let me know in the comments below if you think that you would like a dashboard with any other types of sections, because I'm always willing to make other options. But I think since I've been using this now as like a regular planner spread, I've really liked the different sections, like doing all my to-dos here, because I tend to, even if I write them on different days on my vertical spread, it just kind of gets done whenever it gets done, unless it's specific. So like here now, I just write all my to-dos on this list that I need to get done sometime throughout this week, and then if I have anything that's specific to that day, like I have to get it done on that day, then I'll write it over here. But otherwise I leave this just for my appointments, that kind of thing. Like these will be things that I need to get done, to get ready to leave. So packing, loading up what I can in the car, packing my son's stuff up so that he has everything for my mom's house, that kind of thing. And then I'm gonna put a little over here, I think. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, so my to-dos over here, and then just over here, I'll either write what's going on, or sometimes I'll write in like a little memory, or something that happens that day, that kind of thing. But if you need help, like if you don't know what to write in your planner, which I'm not always great, some days or some weeks, just my planner is very empty. Sometimes it's just written in pencil and I never go over to make it cute. Hence the reason why, if you follow me on Instagram, you will very rarely see an after the pen anymore, because they just don't look that good anymore. So it's just real life. I've got a kid now, trying to have like a nice, beautiful after the pen spread is goals. I would like to get there again someday, but right now it's just not happening. So anyway, that's why you won't really see much of that from me. But what I was saying is, if you need help, you know, with what to write in your planner, I do have a freebie that I can link below that is a list of 65 things that you can use to write in your planner. And I feel like it's a good list to have, because if you're really just blanking, maybe nothing's happened that week, you don't have much to write about, I feel like it's a good, you know, list to have on hand, just to, you know, keep some ideas flowing. So it might jog your memory of like, oh yeah, I could write this in there. So and I will also link, I just did a video too to like, you know, kind of get things started. Like I think it's a list of 15 of the items on the list that I went through and showed some examples from my planners, which you will be able to see then why I don't post my after the pens for the most part anymore. But it was just really good to actually look through them, and it was a good reminder of why I do love, you know, decorative planning so much, because I was going through and it just brings back a lot of memories, like when you write stuff in there, just aside from your appointments and your to-do list, but like things that are actually happening. It's a good, you know, reminder of like, oh yeah, that's where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, you know, that's what was happening. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. I think I need a box or something here. So let's see, there's some bigger boxes here. I don't know. Yeah, so just feel like I need some kind of box there, but I don't want a really big one. And it's not, nothing is specific to this day, so I don't think there's anything going on particularly on that day. So I guess I could just do one of these. What color do I want? I already got blue, I've got yellow, I've got pink. I mean, I got these brown boxes, but I don't really feel like I have anything brown on here, so I don't feel like that works. I want to use green because I've got green right there. I mean, this is really not that big of a choice. I guess I could do this. This is really not that big of a deal, but I guess I'll just do yellow. And I feel like I already have quite a bit of yellow over here, and I need to put something yellow over here. But I guess I'll just do this one. I think I'm going to do it this way. And then I'll put something over that corner since this is technically like a monthly box. So I will put maybe one of, where'd they go? I'll do one of these little guys. What should I put? I mean, I feel like it's very false advertising if I put a tent on this, even though it really doesn't matter. It's just your layout, your own planner spread. But I'm like, I'm not sleeping in a tent, so I feel like I'm like giving people false information. I'm like, yes, here's a tent that I'm not going to sleep in. But I've got a lantern there. Does anybody else just way overthink their stickers? Am I the only one who is like sometimes too literal about them? And too overthinking the fact that I've got two lanterns there. It's not that big of a deal, but now I feel like I should put a lantern over here. So I guess I could just add, where are they? Maybe I'll do a blue lantern over here because I don't really have anything blue. Or should I do the yellow? I'll do this blue. No, that's blue. I'm overthinking this way too much. So I'll put this guy here, maybe. Or maybe I'll put it right here. I feel like I really didn't leave very much room for gratitude, but I guess I'll just have to write small this week. And I was going to actually white out these numbers because I'm going to add the numbers here on these boxes. So I think I'm going to put something. I wonder if I have anything long and tall to put there, like long and skinny. I really like is a big skinny tree there, but I don't know if there's any of those in there. So I'm going to come back in just a second when I find something so you guys don't have to listen to me look through the sticker book for the 10th time. So what do you know? I found a tall skinny tree in there. I don't really love the, I mean, not that I don't love the gold foil, but I don't have any on here, so now I feel like I'm going to have to add something over there. But here's a tall tree, so I just covered up my whiteout spots there. So now I feel like I got to add another, like at least one or two foiled trees somewhere else, because otherwise I feel like it's imbalanced. maybe I will add, I wonder if I can get this off and put one of the trees there. Then that will solve my whole 2-lantern problem, because you know that would have been a crisis. Oh, that came out. I have this paper linked in the description that I use to print my stuff on, and it's definitely, stickers come off very smoothly on this, I would say. I mean, occasionally it'll rip, but I feel like overall they like just kind of slide right off. There's that. So then I feel like I need to add one more gold foil something here, because it helps with the like triangle. It helps bring your eye across the page. So if I've got 2, I should add a third. Just add a little one, and I'll do a little short fat one right here, so that kind of like draws your eye across the page there, because I've got 3 of them. Do I want to use this guy somewhere? I think I'm not going to use that now. All right, I think that's it. I think that looks good. Can I guarantee that if you see a picture of this on Instagram later on, that there might not be something that's not on here now? No, I cannot, but I would say overall, I'm happy with this. So, see if it's not centered. Hold on. All right, so thanks for playing with me today. If you're ready to design a life you love and a planner that actually works for you, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep planning, and keep showing up for you. Bye.